has risen. Yes, listen. I was I was having this question that was actually much in my head. What do you think should be done actually for mostly the youth, as we said, that can make them understand about Christ, mostly on the He has risen, another new life. What do you think about that?
Another new life that should be brought to the youth.
Yeah, how can what's the actual take that we should that you think should be taken? Maybe that thing that motivated you. How?
I think the youth should, is it us to make the youth or the youth themselves us? Okay, it's us. Should we bring them closer or should we give them a vessel or sort of talks? I think that's a hard one.
Mhm.
Depending on an individual basis,
Okay,
that's a
it's just it's a personal thing.
hard one.
Someone you do say a self decision.
It's a self decision,
Yeah, self decision thing.
personal preference.
Mm.
Because you can't tell me I want to change you, yet you're not convinced, or you don't have any hope, you don't have faith, you don't know who is Christ, and you still want me to change you or bring you to Christ. It is very hard. If at a personal level you want to bring yourself to Christ, you must change your old ways, you bring yourself to Christ, then you set your mind. Just say, I want to do this. I want to do it for Christ. I want to
Yes.
settle. You see?
Mm. So it remains a personal delegation work. It's you to delegate yourself and work over it. I'm getting you.
But through prayers and reading these inspirational novels or inspirational books, inspiration, good youth, the inspirational youth, to just take good examples of steps to Christ. Just read good books, that not long books that are going to, I mean books with larger volumes that are going to get you bored, and in the long run you don't get anything. Just do some things that will give you hope and reassure you that indeed when you change, something good is going to happen.
Actually, I can relate that with the story of Saul to Paul. Yeah, Saul to Paul. I think Saul is the one. Saul did a lot of bad things. Yeah, and the Lord listened, arose to him. He got to another different place. Yeah. So our time is moving quick. So in summary, in summary, what is it about this reason?
Okay, generally today we are talking about He is risen.
Yes.
And the He in this context is found that Jesus Christ is the He we are referring to. And indeed, we've seen many occasions that He has risen and showed up in a point of need, and He has done indeed good things that has been marveled by the society, even if some people were backbited, they were told bad things, but in the long run, Jesus Christ just came out of nowhere and helped them. In the recent part of Christ, we see some highlights that were highlighted there. And the first one is the dazzling light of Christ that was seen or was witnessed by them. See, the moment that Christ arose, there was some dazzling light that came out of the tomb, and he was sparkling. This one now is a symbol that Christ is the light of the world, while the clothes symbolized good deeds. You see, now when Jesus comes into your life, a sign that shows that Jesus has risen into someone's life. You know, we might have Jesus, but he is dead. Now, at a point of need, he becomes risen in our lives. Now, the light that was there shows that Christ is also the light to our hearts and our lives. That's why at that point of need, you see light, good things are happening. If you have a biashara, it's blooming, everything is becoming good. And then now the dazzling part symbolize that the good deeds. You see something good glitters. Yeah. Now it symbolizes that Christ has good deeds in our lives. Even if he gives us temptations, he gives us some there's a verse that says that Christ gives us temptations, yes, but we can't surpass. Yeah, he gives you temptation,
That you
but
can manage.
yeah,
That's not above your faith.
sasa that's the good deed about Christ. Anakupatia shida, anakupatia every tribulation, but at the long run anajua huyu anajua kitu anafanya, and he pass and get through it. The guards that were shocked and feared the moment that Jesus arose. You see the guards that were guarding the
Yeah,
tomb, their shocked part in the fear of Christ's resurrection shows that Jesus symbolized that Christ alone makes enemies tremble with fear, and the earthquake also showed so. The moment that Christ arose, there was this earthquake, and there was the guards that were trembled and were in fear. This shows that when Christ comes into our lives, everything that was the mamas, the society, the whatever,
The means of progress.
they now become scared. They tremble with fear because you are blooming. She's going to church. Mbona anaenda kanisa?
He will
It's
shake
really
them.
bad. Yeah, their hearts are not at peace, something of the sort. And then the angels remind the women that truly Christ had risen on the third day, just as we are to believe that the word of Christ lives. Their surety that the angels continued giving these women, the three women, you remember the Salome, Mary Magdalene, and Mary Mother of James. The angels constantly reminded them the moment that he was explaining to them that he had risen, shows that indeed the word of God exists